This is ABC 15 Arizona at 10.
First at 10, an exclusive update on a crash that nearly killed a father on his bike. The man behind the wheel? The son of Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb.
We first reported on this story back in early July, and since then, our Zach Crenshaw has been pushing for answers.
Zach is live right now outside MCSO headquarters. And Zach, you finally got what you were asking for.
This police report, yeah, finally. I made the request for it 4 months ago, shortly after that crash happened. And MCSO repeatedly told me that these documents weren't ready until tonight, when I told them we were going to run a story with what we learned and the lack of transparency regardless. It was only then that we got these 21 pages, and they helped paint a clearer picture about what happened when Cooper Lamb crashed into a bicyclist near Santan Valley.
The damage speaks for itself.
You can literally see my client's body print in the windshield and the hood of Cooper Lamb's vehicle.
Larry Fawcett's bicycle, a mangled mess. His body, the same.
His brain was injured, his spine was fractured, his leg was broken, the ligaments in his knee were torn, his arm was broken. His whole life has been changed because of this, and it happened in a split second.
While Larry was being airlifted to the ER, the driver, Cooper Lamb, was consulting with his dad, the Pinal County Sheriff.
I know nothing about the case other than showing up for 5 minutes and checking on my son.
Sheriff Lamb was gone when MCSO detectives arrived to keep Pinal deputies from investigating their boss's son. The 21-page initial report reveals Cooper failed a litany of tests and, quote, displayed poor balance and fine motor skills, his speech was slow and slightly slurred, and he had major problems with simple comprehension. So detectives arrested him for DUI, got a warrant, drew his blood, and concluded Cooper was impaired by a central nervous system depressant and cannabis and was unable to operate a motor vehicle safely. Then they cited and released him.
I don't think I've ever seen a case where there's an accident, someone's injured, particularly someone being seriously injured, and the person not be arrested if a DRE believes that the person's impaired.
Attorney Jared Keenan wonders if Cooper's connection to a top cop has been a factor.
A police officer or their close family member are going to get the highest level of due process that can possibly be provided, whereas someone who's not those people may not.
Obviously, there could be potentially criminal charges brought against Cooper Lamb.
MCSO tells me that hasn't happened yet because they have to prove what substance was potentially a factor, and they're still waiting on the toxicology report from the DPS lab.
According to their website, the backlog is 71 days, and we are now at 128 days.
We just have to wait to see what the test results come back as. As parents, we've done the best we can, and we just pray that our children turn out as good as we hope.
It's unclear how Cooper's life could change in the coming months, but for the once avid outdoorsman, Larry Fawcett,
bend your thumb in.
The thumb just doesn't work.
He'll never be the same.
My client wants closure. He wants to know why his life has been altered this way.
Now, Cooper apparently told investigators he didn't even see the bike or realize he'd hit Larry until he, quote, heard a loud thump and stopped to look around the car. Now, what's unclear in this report is who called Sheriff Lamb. Was it Cooper or some of his deputies? And how long did the sheriff stay on the scene? We'll continue to stay on top of this story. For now, live tonight, Zach Crenshaw, ABC 15, Arizona.